Hi everybody, my name is Dean and I am here today to show you give you some information on something that some people do have questions about, and that subject is retail versus non-retail packaging. So I recently bought a replacement for a headset. It's a Bluetooth on-ear, in-ear headset. They're not for everybody. I use it for driving. I find it works a little better than speakerphone. So I've actually used it for a while. The model I use is the Motorola HX550. I've had it for about maybe 6 months. It works great. I recently lost it though, so I had to buy a replacement. So when I was purchasing it, I purchased it from Amazon. The new model is out, which I believe is the HX600. But that model, I actually found it has a couple of features. The range on it is a little better. It goes about 300 feet between the headset and the phone versus about 30 feet like normal typical Bluetooth. I don't need that kind of distance, and plus it looks like they also lessen the battery life by about half. The battery life is a big thing for me, so that was a real pro to keep with the older model. The newer model also uses NFC pairing. That's not a big deal for me. It's very easy still to pair a Bluetooth headset to a phone. I still got the old model. So on to the topic of this video, which is retail versus non-retail packaging. So in front of me I have what the replacement headset came in, brand new from Amazon, and it is a pretty no-nonsense box. It simply says on it, Motorola HX550 universal Bluetooth headset. It's just a square box. Now, compare that to the retail packaging of the original headset that I lost, which is this. So this here clearly is, it's retail packaging. It's representation. It's got this hard kind of hard plastic or lucite or whatever kind of shell the headset sits in there, like it's floating inside of it. It sits in here. It's nice. But once you take it out, you're not going to use this box. Typically this would go in the trash. I just happen to have mine still in a pile of stuff that just hasn't got thrown out yet. So I figured this is a really good example to show you. So let me show you what was in here. Well, it's hard to kind of show what was in here because it's empty now. But in this box, if we go ahead and open it, we had this, again, this plastic shell. Slides off. The instructions were right behind it. And then this is what the headset was sitting in. And of course in the box you have the little get started kit, which is roughly the size of the full non-retail package for the 550. So let's just move this stuff out of the way. And now we go on to the non-retail packaging. Again, this is from Amazon. So the point I read with non-retail packaging is that it is good if stuff is included with something else. So if you buy a Motorola phone and they include a headset, this is what you would probably get. Possibly just sitting in the box, because it's really simple. It's got the features here on the back. That's about it. Again, the instructions, they're the same, except for the font changing and the manufacture date change. So here's the packaging. So again, much different from the lucite box. Just a little bubble wrap here. Just open that easily. And it's definitely all compacted in here. So we have the little baggie with the earpieces in it. When I had gotten this one, this was inside this box. And then you have the headset with an earpiece already attached. So as you can see, it's got all the plastic on it. It does look brand new. It is brand new. And then you have your AC adapter. So again, these are all the same things that came in the box. So I really, if you have the choice and you can save a few dollars by buying the non-retail packaging, I would go for it. You're not really losing out. You're not gonna keep a box normally. Most people don't. And you get all the same things that would come with the item typically. You always want to double check. Most ads on Amazon will tell you what comes in the box. You can always compare them, make sure everything's in there, but more than likely, if it just says on it non-retail packaging, everything is the same, just simple box. This also is really common with computer parts. So if you buy say a motherboard, a video card, you may have one that just comes in a plain white box, or maybe just a static bag. Just the essentials to protect it versus the box with all the artwork on it. So there it is, the HX550. Real brief review. If you guys want a review of this, I can do one. I've used it for, I would say, at least 6 months now. It's great. I'm really glad to get the replacement one. I really hope this helps you understand the whole non-retail packaging aspect and help you buy with a little more confidence. So thanks for watching.